I am here, George Whitefield. I was a preacher of England and a contemporary of John Wesley. I am in the celestial spheres where are only those who have received the new birth that has been written about by other and more ancient spirits. I merely want to say that I am still a follower of Jesus, but a little different in my knowledge of what he was and is. I do not now look upon him as God, or a part of God, but as his true Son, and the greatest of all the spirits in the spirit world. There are none to be compared to him in beauty or spirituality or in his knowledge of God's truths. I used to preach to thousands about his vicarious atonement and his blood sacrifice, but now I see his mission in a different light. It is not his death on the cross that saves men from their sins, nor his sacrifice that appeases the wrath of an angry God, but his life and teachings of the divine love bestowed on mankind and the way to obtain that love that saves men from their sins. There was no need to appease the wrath of an angry God, for there was no angry God, only a loving and merciful God. And when men think that unless they turn from their sins they will be forever burned in a fiery hell, they are the dupes of preachers such as I was and will never get the love of the Father by such teachings. God is love, and men must know it, and his love is for all of every race and clime. I see now what a great mistake I made in my conception of God and of Christ's mission on earth, and how much harm I did to mortals in my preaching and how I slandered the Father of love. But I was honest in my beliefs and taught as I thought the truth to be, yet that does not alter the fact that many a mortal after he became a spirit, was retarded for a long time in his spiritual progress, because of these false beliefs, which in order to progress he had to give up and start anew in his efforts to find the truths of God. And as I worked hard and preached eloquently to make mortals believe these injurious doctrines while on earth, so now I am working hard and preaching eloquently to make spirits who come over with these beliefs unlearn them and see the truth as it is. I am in sympathy with the movement which the Master is now making to spread the truth of these spiritual things on earth, and am ready to follow him in all his efforts to bring about the salvation of men not only from sin but from erroneous beliefs. So I come to you tonight to express my sympathy and interest in the cause. Let your work proceed, and do your best to make known to men the great truths which the Master shall teach. We will all join in the work and do everything in our power to speed the great cause of men's redemption from sin and ignorance. The man must have the soul development by obtaining the divine love, because you cannot inspire a man to preach grand and sublime spiritual truths unless he has the capacity in his own soul to feel and understand the truths. I will not write longer tonight. I am your true friend, George Whitefield.